one of the things we're constantly fighting, if you're in our world of hypnosis, NLP, or coaching, or even in, I see it in the psychological world too. I call it the paradox of knowledge, right?
Okay.
Other people call it the curse of knowledge. And what that is, you begin to think everyone knows what I know.
Yeah.
So when you're putting a class together, you're basically putting it together for you or someone like you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you automatically assume, well, they're going to know this, some modalities, or move pictures in the head and all this. So you assume it. So you start teaching at a different level, and you become much more theoretical up in your head teaching, which kind of flattens you down, right?
Yeah.
It flattens down the performance. Facts do not necessarily sell. They tell something. It's the story that sells. And if you, for a couple 100,000 years, your brain developed by learning by parables and stories and metaphor, right?
Yeah.
That's how it learned. At the end of the hunt, we came back, we're sitting by a campfire in the evening, very hypnotic, right? Campfire's there. And the shaman or the chief would tell a story. Like, this is how you kill the buffalo, or this is how you fight the enemy. Right?
Yeah.
Great. If the person sitting there couldn't take that information in parable or story form, that gene pool died off. It was gone. It did not, they were out and the buffalo killed them, or they went to battle and they didn't do what was told and they got killed. That gene pool died off. And so, Darwinism says the genes, the people that could learn by story, developed through the years, right? Because the written word is only 30,000 years old, give or take, a blink of an eye in the history of humans, right? And now and one of the paradoxes is our brains have not changed as much as we think they have. Our brains are like, hasn't really evolved, right? You still learn the way your brain was developed to learn, right? And now we're experiencing it again. If you want, the research says, you'll get more information in the next 30 days than your great grandparents got in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Right.
Put together.
and your brain cannot track this much information. And people, and I think we're installing Alzheimer's in people or dementia because then, you got a memory problem. No, I'm getting more information than my brain can handle. Right? Yeah. It's normal. I can't remember. And your brain is somewhat adaptable, or it will throw away information that's not important. What did I have for breakfast yesterday? Not important. Yes. Yeah. And now the big fight in hypnosis. Well, if you go into deep trance, we could recall that information. Well, they're finding out, au contraire, that's not necessarily true, because your brain is learning and adapting, and this information is not important. That I had scrambled eggs and cheese yesterday, or whatever, right? Yeah. It's like, it just delete it from the memory bank, because there's, it's like when your computer is full, unfortunately we can add memory to our computers. We can't add memory to our brains yet. They're working on it, right?
Not yet.
So,
yes, exactly.
So you want to learn by story, right? Now, the thing I always think about, and I tell my trainers, is adjust to your audience. If I'm going to give a talk at an alcohol and drug conference or a psychological conference, I'm going to adjust it where I'm going to put in more facts at the front end. Always underneath everything I do for this is like, how can I and we have fun together, right? I have gotten complaints from people that like, I'll be at a conference and somebody will, I was at one conference and they had all the reviews, at the end. And it was funny. I'm looking at it and it's like, oh, it was fun. It was educational. We had fun. It's a lot of laughs. It was great. People gave it like 5 out of 5. One person won. I still remember this kind of stuff. This is very serious information, and I'm like, okay, good. It's that, go to a psych seminar. That's much more what you want. So, what's that? So how can we have fun, right? And again, how can you walk away? I always try to give people something they can do instantly, right? Can you do this technique? Can you do this? What is something that you can walk away with and then you can begin to do?
Wasn't that absolutely fantastic? I'm sure that you found a lot of information in this very short video you just saw, maybe like 4 or 5, 6 minutes, however long it was. But that is not all. You can have access to the entire presentation of this amazing speaker, plus 40 more other presentations and speakers, and you can have access for life. You can have access to the video recording, to the audio recording, to the swipe files, to the transcripts, to all of the bonuses and the special gifts that all of the speakers and presenters and also the organizers are offering in the Premium Pass package. So if you like this, if you want more, make sure to sign up below for the Premium Pass and have lifetime access to everything. I am sure it'll be one of the best investments you've ever made in your life, in yourself, in your practice, in your health, and also with working with clients. So go ahead, click on the button below and sign up for the Premium Pass.